fuck? What? What? I just got a fucking legendary off the bat. I've never had this gun before. Hello everybody, it is the Relaxing Shadow here, and welcome to a brand new Let's Play series. I uploaded a video yesterday that said that I was going to be doing a new series. I was supposed to do it last night, but I was too tired and figured I might as well wake up early in the morning and do what I used to do back in the day and just record something while sipping some good old-fashioned coffee. This is going to be an ongoing thing for the channel. I'm pretty sure that 90% of my videos have a part where I'm sipping some coffee right up into the mic. So before we get started, a few things to note. I am using a new microphone. I don't know if how good it's going to be. The first initial test of it sounded like my first ever headset from the early videos, and then today doing a test run, it sounded like the headset I've been using for stuff like Isaac Freeman. It sounds fine. So it could have been some weird audio effects I had going on that messed with it, or maybe I just wasn't hearing right. I don't know. But it sounds good, so we're gonna roll with it, and we're gonna play some Borderlands 2. I'm gonna create a new character because I don't have any characters really that are super low level, and we might as well start from the beginning. Now I was debating upon whether or not I should play a siren, but everyone plays a siren, so I don't really want to do that. We're gonna skip all of this stuff because Borderlands 2's been out for forever. Pretty sure everyone already knows the story of it, so we're just gonna get into the game here. So yeah, I was gonna play a siren. I've been playing one for a while now, and she's been wrecking face in Ultimate Vault Hunter mode. And with the right gear, I've just been tearing through stuff, and it's been a lot of fun doing it. But everyone seems to be a siren. I go onto multiplayer, every single person's a siren, or a Krieg, or a Gunzerker, and those are the three that I see the most of. Now I was thinking we could go straight to basics and play Axton, but he's kind of boring. He doesn't have anything special about him. I'm not a fan of Zero. The Gunzerker's okay. I'm not a huge fan of him. I did play one for a while, but we're gonna play Gaige, which is ultimately my favorite character in this game. I played her through normal and true Vault Hunter mode, and I have her in Ultimate Vault Hunter mode, but she's not really as powerful in that as she should be. So I've kind of not been playing her as much. We're gonna go ahead and give her the skins that I bought for her a while ago. She does look fucking awesome right like that. But we'll save that for when we do the Tiny Tina DLC, which we're definitely going to do. And in order to name this character, we're just gonna call this one YouTube, because I already have two other Gauges. I think I have three actually. I have one that I'm playing with a friend, my Ultimate Vault Hunter mode character, and then I had one that I think I was doing some random tests on. Alright. Let's confirm and let's get to it.
Great.
Coffee.
Another deadbolt hunter. Handsome Jackson, busy.
So, the series is gonna run probably like a normal, 30-40 minute long Let's Play series. I was thinking about cutting it up and everything, but I don't really want to go into it thinking that. So we're gonna go at it as if it's a normal Let's Play, and hopefully all goes well. If the video does turn out to be crap on playback, I'll cut it up. We'll go that route. I absolutely love this game, by the way. I have a little over 100 hours finally logged on Steam, but that's what Steam says. I actually have a lot more. It's probably closer to 200, 300. I played the fuck out of this when I didn't have internet and we were moving, so I love it. Now we should have some early starter gear. I bought the Game of the Year edition since it was on sale. I now own every DLC, all the Headhunter packs. Now I'm gonna slowly work on getting all the skins, I guess. I don't know. I'm not a fan of all of the skins you can buy. There's some really good looking ones, but this Gaige one is the one that I absolutely had to buy. Alright, there's our gear. Alright.
I can finally join the Resistance and Sanctuary, take vengeance against Jack for killing my product line, and repair my central processor, so I stop thinking out loud.
So the plan for this series is to do a little bit of everything in Borderlands 2. There's a lot to do in this game. There's still stuff that I haven't done. There's still bosses I haven't killed, raid bosses primarily. Finally killed my first raid boss, which is the one in that TeknoAXE gives you a quest to, the "You Will Die Seriously" quest. Finally killed that one last week, which was pretty fun. It was really cool. But otherwise, I've done all of the DLC. I'm missing 2 Headhunter packs. I'm not missing, but I haven't done them. The Halloween and Thanksgiving one. I started the Halloween one, and then it was like, I kind of just want to go into Tiny Tina's Assault on Dungeons Keep and farm for some weapons.
Just a little added security. Gotta keep those bully moms at bay, or they'll rip your eyes out.
I don't want to lose my eyes. I like my eyes. Actually, I don't, because I don't have 20/20 vision and I have to wear glasses, but I still like them enough to want to keep them. Open?
Sorry about the mess. Everything Jack kills, he dumps here. Bandits, vault hunters, claptrap units. If I sound pleased about this, it's only because my programmers made this my default tone of voice. I'm actually quite
That's
depressed.
fucking funny.
Now, the creatures around here
I love Claptrap. He's pretty funny. There's a joke in the game that he's like not funny and everyone hates him and he ruins everything, but I always loved his one-liners. Well, he did say they were gonna rip your eyes out if you weren't careful. So this is where you get your first ever gun, but because we have the Game of the Year edition, I never had to use it, which is great. I never had to have that original experience like the others. Anyway, because it's not that bad of a pistol. It's a doll pistol.
Thanks to handsome Jack, Pandora needs a new hero. I know that hero is you.
Apart from the excruciating pain,
This game has a lot going for it. I'm surprised that that no one's still playing this game, because it's just amazing. Like, people are playing it. I mean, they're just not recording it. Like, there's just hardly anyone talking about this game still. It's still a very popular game, which is incredible for how old it is. I didn't even know about this game, really. Like, I never... Like, no one talked about it because... or no one talked about it, and that was one of the reasons I just never cared to buy this game. But I had a friend on Steam, and she played this game like crazy. She had like over 100 hours, all the achievements. She was uploading screenshots of the game that looked really cool. And so the holidays came around. It was a holiday sale, and you know, when stuff goes on sale for 70, 80, 90% off, it's time to start buying. And so I had some money on Steam, and asked her for some suggestions, because I was like, I don't know really what to get, what's some good games. And she recommended Borderlands. I bought it, and I do not regret it at all. It is amazing. It's basically like World of Warcraft meets a funny, comic book styled version of Call of Duty that doesn't suck complete ass. Like, it's just run, gun, have some fun, silly, immature jokes, which I love. Loot for days. And then the RPG elements of, you know, leveling up your character and choosing new skills, all that stuff. It's amazing. If you haven't played this game, I definitely recommend it. You don't necessarily have to play the first Borderlands in order to enjoy it, although it is recommended, because some characters from the first will make an appearance on here, and it might hit you for some nostalgia or something, and it's always nice to do. I haven't actually played through the first Borderlands all the way. I need to do that. The same friend who recommended this game has recommended that I do go ahead and play it.
They say Jack's drilling operations are causing those earthquakes. That, or your mom just got out of bed. Zing!
Jesus, Claptrap, that's fucking savage. That right there is why I love Claptrap. That was a funny ass joke. That right there, that type of joke sums up the humor in this game perfectly. So I'm playing with a mouse and keyboard, which isn't unusual by any standard for a PC game. But I've been playing most of my games with Xbox One controller for so long, and I think a week and a half ago I bought a Razer Holiday Gaming Bundle. I was at Walmart and was looking to buy a new controller because my Xbox One controller is kind of fucked up. It's old. It's a generic one. It's not like the official Microsoft one, so it's kind of messing up. And so I was thinking about getting a new one, and I was there, and the controllers are just fucking expensive. Even for generic ones, I don't understand why they have to be so expensive. But the official Microsoft one's like $50, $60, and that's absurd. That's the same price as a fucking game. So instead, I was like, oh, I'll just go look. Maybe I can buy a new mouse and keyboard since mine are like almost 5 years old at this point, and they were like cheap, $10 mouse and I think a $12 keyboard. It's amazing that they still worked fine. But so I was looking down there, and I noticed at the corner of my eye there was a Razer Holiday gaming bundle. It was on sale for $50. It was normally like $100, and so I had the money, and I had to buy it. I've never used a Razer products before, and I'm definitely a fan now. So I have the keyboard, the mouse, and the headset, and of course the mouse pad, which is fucking huge compared to what I was using. I was in a tiny ass one. It's probably like a third of the size of this thing. So I'm trying to get used to playing games with this, and it's weird because the sensitivity it feels much higher than normal when I play a game, so I'm lowering the sensitivity to like 1/4 what it normally is, and it's throwing me off a lot. I was playing Counter-Strike Go, and I was just awful at it, and it's not like I don't play Counter-Strike with a controller, but I just could not for the life of me get used to the sensitivity. I was trying to lower it and everything, because normally my sensitivity was at like 3 something, which for normal people that's absurdly high, but for me it was perfect. And we're gonna get fucked over here. Not the way to use a doll pistol, but I'm doing it anyway. There we go, level up. What was I saying? Not the normal thing for someone to do is a sensitivity of like 3 something in Counter-Strike, but that's just what I was used to and what I liked, because I had a shitty mouse and a small mouse pad. So now I'm lowering all of that, and I'm trying to get used to it, and it's throwing me off, because on one hand, what the fuck? What? What? I just got a fucking legendary off the bat. I've never had this gun before. Jesus. I've never had a legendary this early. The first legendary I ever got was when I was playing Axton, and I think I was level 14 by then. This is incredible. This is gonna last us until like what, level 5 or something? Maybe. It does have a high corrosive chance, so we'll probably use it for a good long while. That's awesome. I've never had a legendary drop that fucking early. I do love me my legendaries. I've been playing Borderlands a lot lately. As I said, I've been playing Maya, Siren, and I've been going through and pretty much farming for all sorts of different weapons, which I haven't actually done through any of my playthroughs. I just kind of use whatever drops while I'm doing the story modes and everything. But lately I've been actually looking up some of the best gear for her and going out and farming for it. I spent all day long a few days ago farming the bunker to get the bitch SMG.
Well, it was
And
nice knowing you.
I got
Getting eaten
rubbed
alive by
once.
bully
I think I
bombs
killed the
is
boss
the
about
way to go.
Let me get that for you.
it's a little over 30 times.
Executing phase shift.
And I got the bitch to drop once, the sham to drop
Welcome.
like
Perks of being
4
artificial
times.
intelligence.
And I was so mad because I've never gotten the sham to drop before, but I don't care for it because I had a B shield and I didn't need to absorb weapons, or not weapons, absorb weapon ammo.
Let me know when you're ready to go meet with Sir Hammer.
I was very mad. But I guess I shouldn't have been, because then I found out there was a Sandhawk, and I just went and farmed that and got that in like a day. And it took me a while because I had an idea of what kind of Sandhawk I wanted, and couldn't get it to drop. I got fire, corrosive, and then non-elemental Sandhawks to drop like crazy. But I finally got the shock one to I guess it's not really drop because it's a quest reward, but finally got the shock one that I wanted, and I absolutely love it. There's like so many great guns, and there's like a lot of good SMGs, which is the problem because Maya is apparently an SMG specialist. She can increase the damage of SMGs pretty well for some of her builds. And there's a lot of SMGs that are actually really good. I mean, the bitch, the Sandhawk, there's, I don't remember what it's called, but I did finally get it. And this is a new gun to me, I've never seen it before. It's a Seraph weapon that fires slag and shock at the same time. And it's really cool, and I've been using that. Not with the B shield though, because I've just noticed that the B shield's not really working for that. But I have a build right now with my Siren, which is the ultimate slagger, an impaler shield. I have which fires, I guess, homing slag spikes, and then I have that Seraph weapon that fires slag, the grog nozzle that fires slag, a grenade that slags, and then of course her ruin, usually almost all the time. So she just slags fucking every way. And so I've been tearing through UVHM, even though I don't have a V shield. And I think I'm doing more damage like this than I'm doing when I had the Sandhawk and B shield. Simply because everything's fucking slagged. She's been a real treat to play in multiplayer. This pistol's actually really good. Like, it's got a terrible fucking sight, but I'm still able to hit enemies. That was terrible. That bullymong was like a terrible thing to aim at while saying that. I should have aimed for something smaller like this dude. There we go. It's him. I actually got my British friend to finally start playing this game. I talked about it for so long, and I guess he finally took the bait and bought the game. And from what I heard, he wasn't a huge fan of it because he wanted to play a sniping-like character. But the enemies don't spawn, from a long range. You have to get kind of close to a lot of them before they start spawning outside and everything. Like, there's enemies over there, I think, that you could probably shoot from here. Maybe not. Better, I can't see them. I think you do need to be close for that. And that's kind of a problem, because as a sniper, you should be able to shoot them from, like, right here. But you can't until you get close. So it forces you to fight up close, which is not something that a sniper would necessarily want to do. So it's not traditional sniping. But I finally got him to start playing again, and he's playing the Siren, and I'm playing the Mechromancer.
I am Sir Hammerlock.
I do love me the Mechromancer.
At your service. I came out here to research the bully moments for my almanac.
A lot of people say that the Mechromancer is kind of like one of the easiest classes to play early on because, she's got the robot death trap that'll just wreck everything it encounters. But I wouldn't say that he's the easiest. I think Maya is probably the easiest because she's just been tearing through things. Like, once you get Cloud Kill, the entire game is face roll at that point. Like, I've not had a single problem going through UVHM. whereas I do with every other character that's currently on UVHM, Axton and Gaige, who I have on UVHM, and they're not doing great, you know, and they do have decent enough gear. Gaige definitely has fantastic gear, but the fact that she can't slag things very easily, hit my mic by the way, sorry about that. She can't slag things easily. She only has one skill that is a slag skill, and it's down a terrible tree. It's down a shock tree, and there's nothing wrong with said tree. It works good in normal and true Vault Hunter mode, but it's not really my cup of tea. I was doing Anarchy, and then what's the other tree called? It's the green one. It's Best Friends Forever? Yeah. And then I was doing this tree. So having to switch to that just to make sure that I'm slagging here and there has been a real pain. And it's not even a guaranteed slag chance. It's a terrible skill. Like, it slags, but it's like something where you shoot something and then you have to wait a couple seconds for it to recharge and it'll start stacking slowly and then you can shoot again. So if you're using something like this flat up gun, it's one hit and then of course you're going to wait till you reload. And if you're using Anarchy, you usually don't reload or anything like that, because you lose your Anarchy stacks. It's just a weird style of play, and I'm not particularly keen on it. Whoops, didn't want to do that. Yes, Claptrap, I found something. I was trying to just grab these things. I really like Gaige. I like her, but I just hate her in-game playstyle. It's just not working very well. Yep. I don't know why it's giving me all this stuff. Like, shouldn't it not? Shouldn't it tell that I have a level 72 and everything? Like, I've done all of this several times. Actually, gotta figure out how to do the OP levels. I don't know how that all works. I've never done it before. So I don't know if it just increases the level of everything, or if I go through the story mode again, one OP level at a time. This pistol is amazing. Holy crap. I probably shouldn't use it, but if you're new to the game, it's usually recommended that you don't just run with the strongest weapon you have, because then you're always going to rely on something like that, and you're not always going to get it. I've gone like 10 levels before just plowing through the story mode with like shit weapons, because nothing's dropping. I'll be running with greens and blues because nothing good's coming. And what does drop I usually don't want to use, because I usually have that trouble with Gaige, and it'll be like a sniper rifle drops. And I'm like, I can't do that because I use Anarchy. Decreases that. Although, if you are playing Gaige and you play this game with a controller, you are going to have the greatest time ever, because Anarchy doesn't matter. Like, you're not going to miss. The auto aim, at least from my experience, is so good that I don't miss, even with high stacks of Anarchy. But like on this, there is no auto aim, so I can be aiming all over the place, which I'm kind of doing right now. Die, bully man. I don't like the side thing. It's not terrible, but I don't like the zoom level. I don't like weapons with a high zoom level unless it's a sniper rifle. That's like one of the things that throws me off. I just don't care for it. Because I'm always someone who's like right up close and everything. So it just doesn't help. Okay, we got some new weapons. Awesome. Should probably sell the rest. One of the things that I'm really hoping for in the next Borderlands game, which is totally gonna happen, even though they haven't officially announced it. We know it's happening. I'm excited for it, even though I know nothing. That's how good this game is. So you can be excited for the next one if they say it's the big one. I really hope they clean up the UI, because playing with a controller, the UI is perfect. Playing with a mouse, it is pissed me off sometimes. I really hope that they clean up the UI for the PC version. Just make it cleaner, nicer. Alright, so we gotta go use the elevator. It's not terrible or anything. It's just a chore because I'm clicking through all this stuff. I didn't have to do that. The controller, I could just press like the bumpers, and then here I have to fucking click all of this, and then doing this. This is the scroll wheel, but if I want to like go here, I have to start from the top and start scrolling. Even though I want to like, I want to just it's pissing me off. I don't know. It just feels slower. I'm slower using the inventory system than I was with a controller. Like when I had a controller, I could switch weapons mid-fight and be down for not even 2 seconds, but now it's gonna take me like 6-7 seconds. I'm just like, hold on guys, gotta grab the rocket launcher. Hold on. Be there in a moment. And the bullets do go kind of everywhere though. Stop shooting me. I'm friendly. I surrender. Charge on in. Okay. That midget has noped the fuck out. This gun's not incredibly amazing against someone with a shield. The early game is pretty tough. It's pretty tough. You don't have good weapons, you don't have good gear, you don't got a lot of ammo. Look at this. I'm already gonna like die or something. See? There. Fucker. There we go. Brilliant shot. That was awful. That right there is that type of aiming was me playing with a mouse and not being able to flick my wrist over far enough. I'm not used to this big ass mouse pad, so I'm not used to having to make large mouse movements. I don't have to, but it will help. It'll help me to make those large movements, but I'm not used to doing it.
Of course, I forgot. The safe house power box stopped
We need to find some health or something.
Attempted to integrate with it.
Wow, what a kidder! Just get a new fuse for the elevator and ignore what he said about that power box.
The humor in this game is what makes it so unique. You know, that and the art style and everything. Like this game, there's nothing really like it. That's why I love it so much. There's so many shooters out there that are trying to like not really reinvent the wheel, and then there's this game which is combining like two game genres perfectly, and it's got very creative writing. The voice actors are fantastic. I mean, the guy who plays Handsome Jack is literally my favorite voice actor in a video game at this point. He's that good. Like, Handsome Jack is an evil fuck in this game, but he's written so well that I don't want to hate him. I want to love him so much because he's just great.
Just run through the fence. You won't take damage if you go fast enough.
Yeah, fuck you. I'm not falling for that. I'm not falling for that. What do we got? Pistol. Pistols. None but pistols. I'll take them for the ammo, though.
Just plug that fuse in a Brewster's power box, and you'll be able to ride the elevator.
I got a blue to drop from that. Probably just a skin now. Yeah, I already have it. I'm just doing this for experience at this point. Ouch! That rock hit me right in the face. So considering this is a new series, I'm not entirely sure what I want to do with it, how I want this all to go, if I want to just play this character, and go through the story, and then move into DLC or whatnot. I mean, I'm definitely going to do the DLC one way or another, but let me know what y'all want to see from this. I mean, would you want to see a character just go from early levels to end game, or mix it up a bit, maybe do some multiplayer, play one of my high level tunes, or something of the sort, do some farming runs, stuff like that. Let's see here. Oh, we did have the bad hair day. Okay, well, that sucks. I probably should have punched some of those guys. Oh, well. Alright, let's go ahead and plug that fuse in and get the shield. Not that we really need it. I guess we do. We don't have a shield, do we? We have a shit one. Yeah, so I guess we do kind of need one. We could probably get a green one. We have to buy it. And, yeah. I don't really have to worry about money in the late game. Like, my siren is like, got like 10 million or something to her name. And the only downside to that is when you die, you lose a huge ass chunk of it, but you don't really have to worry about like your money. You can just buy all the ammo you need, buy whatever weapons are on sale or whatever, all that good stuff. But in the early levels, you don't have all that. Every little bit of coin is very precious. Alright, here we go. Let's get the shield. Got one on sale here. That ain't too bad. I don't like the recharge delay though. But it is pretty decent. But this one's better.
Done. Now, if you
Take that one. Whoops. There we go. Okay.
We could see about getting you off this frigid glacier.
Let's go ahead and sell those things.
Try not to die.
Head back into town. I don't think we need to go that way. Let's go this way. Hop hop. So we're gonna turn in this quest, and then I think I'm gonna end this episode. I don't want to do this one particularly long, because I got a lot of editing to do. I'm gonna create an interesting intro, which I normally won't do for things. It's not because this game is so amazing that I want to do that. It's while looking for background music for the last video that I just uploaded, the announcements, I came across a track that sounds absolutely perfect for Borderlands 2. So we're gonna get an intro going here.
Hyperion hasn't diverted any troops from New Haven to pursue us, and a sandstorm has devoured their nearest frontier town.
No drops or anything?
We just did. Oh, damn it! Everyone, get away!
Just making sure, because apparently some legendaries can drop randomly. This gun is pretty awesome. I'll probably be able to use this for quite a while. Simply because of that corrosive effect is kind of nice. Corrosive and shock are the two most useful elements. Fire is just fucking bullshit. It's good early game, but once you get to the later game, it's just nothing is affected by fire, really. They all have shields and stuff, and it's just not worth doing.
Would you like to do battle with a midget right
But I am going to go ahead and end this episode, because I don't want this to run terribly long, because I could probably play this for quite a long time. Could probably get to like the Sanctuary or whatever, and then I'll be like, oh yeah, I'm recording, gotta stop. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. I'm the Relaxing Shadow, and if you did like this, consider giving it a like. It's always a big boost to the morale, and don't forget to subscribe so you can see when my next video comes out. Eyes of Freeman production starts today at some point. I'm probably gonna get at least the footage captured, and then maybe do some scripting. But it should be done soon. If all goes well, I could have it ready next weekend for sure. So once again, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.